Welcome back to Weighing In. We're talking about the 160-pound weight class. This year's videos are sponsored by Rothman Orthopedic Institute. And at 160 pounds, gentlemen, Robert Kennard of Wall looks like the top wrestler going into this weight. He's going for his first championship, finished second at the weight last year. Joe, this looks like it's his year.
Well, he's sure wrestling like it's his year. 1 loss last year, no losses this year. 4-time district champ, 3-time region champ, and his head coach Cory Fisher said he is a complete wrestler who can dominate in all 3 positions. And I'll tell you what, the other thing I like about this kid is he is so adaptive. You know, he can hit you with straight-on attacks. He can come at you from the side. He can counter wrestle. You know, he can put you to your back with power, or he can do it with a cradle. You know, Scott Goodale loves this kid at Rutgers, thinks he's going to be something special. I mean, he became the winningest wrestler in the Shore Conference history over the weekend, 160 wins. Just a couple of the names he surpassed: Scott Winston, a 3-timer, Damian Hahn, a 3-timer and a national champion, and a guy named Frank Molinaro, who 3 state titles, multiple national champs at Penn State. You know, this kid really has all the tools.
Now, Pat, when we look at this weight class, Kennard seems like the favorite, but there are a couple of wrestlers who could give him some trouble in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I think Conor ONeill from DePaul has been right behind Kennard in the national rankings all year. He's obviously wrestled a tremendous schedule, experienced. He also is a Rutgers commit. He's only a junior, though, but like I said, experienced, tough, and should be right there with Kennard. Another guy is a freshman from High Point, Brian Soldano, who really exploded onto the scene when he got a big win over Nick Bennett from Delsey. That kind of forwarded him into the rankings, and he's just been steady and solid all year long. You know those High Point guys, they're going to be tough on top, they're experienced, they're going to grind you out. So he's a really talented freshman, Brian Soldano. Keep that name in the back of your mind the next couple of years.
Bill, we go to you. We've talked about some of this weight class's top guys. How about an underdog?
Yeah, Cory Fisher from West Deptford. You know, he won his 2nd region title. I had to really gut it out. Won a couple close matches, a tiebreaker in the final against Joe Wilson from Pemberton. He was a state placer last year. You know, this year West Deptford won their first sectional title in 9 years, and it was a nice moment because he got to clinch it with a pin. He's meant a lot to that program, and I really think he's going to cap his career with a nice run here. You know, I don't know if he can contend with Kennard and ONeill, but I mean, he could definitely be in the top 3 to 5 wrestlers in that weight class for sure.
Joe, we turn to you. We're making our picks at every weight class. 160 pounds. Does Kennard do it?
I think he does, but I agree with Bill. I really like this kid, Cory Fisher. He's long, lean, and a leverage master. You know, really uses his length well, but I just think Kennard has too many things to throw at you. You know, too many guns, too many weapons in the arsenal, and I think he finally gets the state title he's been waiting for.
Pat, going for that first. Can he do it this year?
Absolutely. I think, Joe, you forgot to mention his only loss in the last 2 years is to Shane Griffith of Bergen Catholic, a guy whose name has come up a couple times in this show already. Tremendous success for Kennard, and I think this is the year for him.
Bill, it seems like destiny at 160 pounds. Are we making it 3 for 3?
I think so. I think Kennard wins it, but you know, Conor ONeill was a Beast of the East finalist this year. He's definitely in that mix. I said there's a couple guys that could challenge, but I think Kennard's going to find a way.
That wraps up our preview of the 160-pound weight class. Keep it locked on NJ.com/HSWrestling. We'll have live video from all 3 days at Boardwalk Hall, every round of the boys and girls tournaments, plus results, brackets, photos, and more.